Get strong.
AJ, we had to bring you in to break down a lot of this because it was Jump Festa week. It happens once a year where it's basically the big Comic-Con for Weekly Shonen Jump, right? And we've got so many insane announcements. What was the biggest announcement for you this weekend?
The biggest, I would say the Jujutsu Kaisen teaser that we got. Actually, not even a teaser. I would say that the announcement of how many chapters they're adapting throughout the entire season. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of chapters that are adapting this, so it's really exciting for people who've read the manga and for people who haven't read the manga at the same time. So it's going to be a crazy year. It's going to be a crazy year.
Yeah, so we got the announcement that Jujutsu Kaisen's coming back in July. So a fun thing we do when we're doing these episodes, we keep track of how many chapters it takes to make an episode, right? For My Hero Academia, it usually takes about 3 to 4 chapters to make a good episode. Mm-hmm. So how many episodes do you think we're going to get this season? Like the standard 25, or you think it's going to be more than that?
It's July. It will be once a week. July, December.
A lot is an understatement.
Yeah, there's a lot. Let's say there's 4 weeks into a month. We have 5 months, so that's damn.
It's a lot. We'll just leave it at that. We're looking at probably around 25 to 30, I'd say.
And these chapters are like really fast paced. So these episodes are going to have a lot of content packed into one episode. So
I can't wait. Jamie, do you watch Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh yeah. I'm not I enjoy it. I don't think it's as good as people have hyped it up to be, at least not so far. Which, I think people are really hyped about the fights and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, fights are cool, but make me emotional about it too. Which I think the movie actually achieved. I really enjoyed the movie, and I think they brought that more emotional story element that I was looking for. So I'm definitely excited to see season 2. They might be bringing me on to the train. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm with you. For me, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 was the moment I fell in love with Jujutsu Kaisen, right? So if we can achieve that same... What was that?
That's as it should be.
Yeah, if we achieve that same level of storytelling going forward, I'm game. I like season 1, but I really love the movie. AJ, I know you're laughing in manga, but how hyped should we be for season 2?
I think you guys will be very, very happy with this. If you guys loved movie 0, you guys are gonna love this arc. Actually, specifically, you're gonna love the first 4 episodes of this arc because it does dive. I don't want to spoil too much, but it does dive into a lot of, I shouldn't. Damn.
I know if you can't say anything, we would just take your word for it.
It dives into a lot of Gojo's past, I should say, and it delivers a lot of the chemistry between Gojo and what's his name? The villain from movie 0. I can't remember his name. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, him right there, literally the one right next to Gojo.
Gotcha.
Quick Google search.
This shows you guys that we need to cover Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 so we can.
I don't want to say Kenjaku.
I'm terrible with people's names.
Thank you.
Geto.
Yeah, Geto. I didn't want to say Kenjaku because technically that is Kenjaku, but at the same time it's not Kenjaku. So I for some reason I couldn't remember Geto's name, but yeah, Geto.
Also, thanks Arkwinder for the comment here. Return of the King.
Hell yeah.
Indeed. Mappa is they're cooking a lot over there.
Oh yeah. The whole kitchen's about to be on fire at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing getting back into the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, especially like the movie did extremely well. So I'm sure we have a whole new batch of fans coming into this franchise for season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know, Isaac. I know. So we're gonna move on to the next big announcement. I can actually talk about this one a little bit. We've got Naruto, or the Naruto Top 99, which is a strange concept. So essentially, it's a popularity poll. We're very accustomed to that with manga. But whoever gets the #1 spot gets a spin-off manga written by Kishimoto himself. What the heck is this? Also, like, I'm going to toss over to you first, Jamie. Who is the one character you would want to get a spinoff? Because I feel like we can't vote for Naruto and Sasuke if we want a proper spinoff, because they're the main characters of Naruto.
Also, to be fair, we just got a spinoff with Sasuke in the manga. So,
oh, yeah.
There's that.
Very true.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like my answers are going to be pretty basic. I like Rock Lee. Rock Lee is a lot of fun. I think he already has a spinoff in a way. With the I think there's like a Chibi Naruto show where he's like the star of it. I don't think it was very long, but
yeah, I don't count that. I don't count that at all.
I'd love to see more of Rock Lee. I think he's a fun character. And then maybe I don't know. I also like Kakashi a lot. So more Kakashi, that would be nice.
Can't go wrong with Kakashi. Not at all. AJ, what about you? Who's the one character if you had the power to get that spinoff?
Hashirama. We did dive a little bit into him with Madara's Pass, but I would like to see a little bit more in that era. So I'm picking Hashirama. Or damn, that's hard actually.
It's so hard.
I would say also Itachi in his younger days. Be really, really cool.
That would be a good pick.
Even though we did get a little bit in the Naruto Shippuden, but I would like to see a little bit more. I would like to see a little bit more of that.
Itachi is a really good choice. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like with him and Kakashi, I know enough about them where there's not that much more intrigue left. I feel like Rock Lee is a good choice. Like Isaac said, remember to actually vote in this poll. Mm-hmm. Also vote in the poll if you're watching live that Elon Musk posted on Twitter. We're just gonna
he posted oh, that's right.
Skirt past that.
I saw it was trending. Vote yes, and I was like, what does that mean? Now it makes sense.
Yeah, but I think Hashirama is a great choice. I think Madara is also a really good choice. For me, I'm probably gonna go with Jiraiya. Right? Because Jiraiya is a character that we all know and love, but he's one that doesn't get a lot of like personal development and focus, right? So I'd love to see a young Jiraiya with Orochimaru, with Tsunade. I think that would be really, really cool. Isaac here in the comments says it should be Sakura. And
a lot of people actually pick Sakura in the votes.
Here's the thing. All of the female characters in Naruto need more development. I said we band together and vote for 10-10. But I also remember that Kishimoto's the one writing, so it's not going to make a difference.
It's not going to be that much helpful, yeah.
No matter who wins, we all know the best spinoff will still be Rock Lee and his ninja pals.
Yeah, see, I knew he was in there somewhere.
Actually, I want to switch mine to Neji. I hate that he died. So I want a lot more from him. I would love a Neji spinoff.
I'm kind of with you in that sense. I would also like a Hinata spinoff too, right? Because aside from the last, we really only have her saying Naruto-kun for the entirety of the show, for the entirety of the manga. So,
well, to be fair, we did get a little bit more development with her, and I'd say a little bit into Shippuden, and even in the Naruto stuff too. But I guess people count that as filler. She did have her own specific arc in Naruto.
Yeah, that's filler because I watched Naruto without filler, and I did not see that at all. Yeah. So that should be considered filler. But yeah, I think this is a really interesting idea. Isaac, I don't know what poll you have on the YouTube page because it's not showing up on this side, but I'm sure it's something perverted. Because this is a week where we see yours. So I'm just going to go out on a limb with that. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I'm just praying that people are aware enough to not vote for Naruto or Sasuke. That's like the worst possible outcome.
Are they even on the list? Because I feel like that would be dumb to have them on the list.
Every character is on the list. We can all vote for the guy who owns the ramen shop. That's how in depth this list is.
Oh wow.
Like,
That would be kind of interesting. They're making animes that are kind of like that now, where it's like people running establishments and stuff. So that I don't know, that could work.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Anything outside of the Boruto timeline, I think would be a breath of fresh air. And I'm one of the few people who don't outright hate Boruto. I'm not gonna say I like it. I just don't outright hate it. So I took a look at the poll that Isaac posted, and I was on the right track. Do you want Yor to step on you? That's essentially.
Oh my god, these guys! Jesus Christ! I guess I'm no better.
I mean, the way she hit Lloyd in this episode, I'm like, probably not. Probably not.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I do know you very well, Mr. Wolf. Moving on to the next topic of conversation, though. Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King. Got our first look at this. So, AJ, I need you to kind of talk me into Black Clover because I fell off after season 1. I just couldn't get into it. But apparently it's awesome now, and I just missed it.
I mean, it's always been awesome, but I still don't know much story-wise about this movie. It just gives us our first look of the animation style and the characters, reintroducing the characters, seeing new characters, which is cool. I think this is filler because some of the characters I've seen I haven't seen in the manga. So this movie most likely will be filler, which is fine with me. As long as the story is great, the animation is great. That's all I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm accustomed to most anime movies being filler. As long as they're fun, I really don't care.
To be fair, a lot of movies now with anime has become canonized, which is good. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, the
and
recent Naruto movies, and Demon Slayer. So Black Clover moving into the filler route is a little weird, but at the same time, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it would be cool if it's canon, but I guess, me being a fan of Western comics, I'm used to not everything having to be connected.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's fun, that's all that matters. Jamie, what are your thoughts on Black Clover?
Very few. I've seen like a few episodes of Black Clover and I was like, it's okay. And then I think something else came along, like, ooh, I'm gonna watch that. So Black Clover has definitely been neglected for me. And I don't know. I just have to find the motivation to get back into it. And maybe this movie I don't know. People say it's really good. I'm like, maybe I'll hop back in. But as of now, I don't know very much about Black Clover.
Yeah, I had the problem of running into Black Clover the same time I started watching The Promised Neverland. So I ended up choosing The Promised Neverland, and in hindsight, that was a big mistake. Great first season.
Yeah, I need to read the manga for season 2 because I heard season 2 animation or the anime was bad. So, which is so sad. So sad.
It's depressing. I'm just gonna say it's depressing. I don't even read the manga, and it's depressing. That's how bad it was. I want to circle back right quick because we got some first looks at some character designs in Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. I don't know what to make of them, but I wanted to give AJ the space to talk about them because he knows more than we do.
You gonna show it? Or
I'll pull it up. Give me a second. I didn't have them on hand because I didn't know who the heck they were. So it's like,
Oh, okay. I was like, we're looking at the same
if you look
picture.
on Twitter, Jujutsu Kaisen has a account, and I think they show up on there.
I've got it right here. I just need
Okay.
StreamYard to allow me to pull it in. 1 second.
I think I probably also missed this, so this will be my first time seeing these as well.
One is Gojo, and so it's like, we know Gojo.
We love Gojo.
But it's like
we're
gonna
know Gojo.
Oh, okay.
Enhance.
The guy's got big pants next season.
Okay, so this first character is Toji, which there's a lot to him. You guys are gonna love Toji. That's all I'm gonna say with him. Obviously you got Gojo, and then you have Geto, Gojo's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the girl's name. Give me a second.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know Jujutsu Kaisen that well because I'm only going off of the movie in season 1, but it's kind of weird that none of the promos really focus on Yuchi Ichidori.
Well, I feel like they want to keep that a little bit hidden.
Okay.
Especially since they want to familiarize everybody with these characters first, especially since they're going to be in the first part of the anime. And then they're going to start promoting the second part a little bit after.
Okay.
Which is fine.
I see.
I honestly wasn't too surprised that Yuji wasn't featured in some of this like promotion stuff more, just because it seems like after season 1, they've kind of taken a step back and are doing some more like world building and expanding upon different characters. So which is interesting because like you don't see that with a whole lot of anime. So I was honestly I'm cool with what they're doing right now.
Yeah. I'm with you. He's not my favorite shonen MC either. Going off of what I know about him, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But I think it goes back to movie Zero and how much I fell in love with Yuta in that movie. And it's like that one movie made me prefer Yuta over Yuji. As Isaac says in the comments a little bit earlier, I'm hoping season 2 kind of rectifies that because that's kind of one of the weaker points for Jujutsu Kaisen for me.
Depending how far they get into season 2, I doubt that you'll see Yuta. It may be in season 3. I don't know. We might get into the other part of the war in season 2, but we most likely won't.
Should be October, interesting.
July, October. I'm trying to map everything out in my head.
While you figure that out, we're just gonna catch up on some of the comments.
Okay.
People, I want to spin off about Naruto. Bro, did you even look at the series name? Artwinder. That's probably the comment of the day, honestly. That's gonna be so. I hope Naruto they just default to the second choice and not even go with that. That would be so dumb. All I know about Black Clover is the main character is a pain in the ass, and there's more plot in it than the average shonen.
Oh, I will say this. He does calm down a lot.
Okay.
He does calm down. He's still a little hyperactive, but he calms down. He calms down a lot. He's like Midoriya a little bit from My Hero. He calms down a lot in his series as well, which is something I like because Midoriya was super annoying to me in My Hero. He was, really? And then I started to grow and like him a little bit more. So
I never would have put the two of them together, but now that you say that, like phrase it in that way, I guess Midoriya was kind of like, I don't know if I would describe him as hyperactive, but he definitely had a lot of nervous energy.
He was a crybaby.
He was very much a crybaby. There's no disputing that fact.
I would say the difference between them first is Midoriya was a crybaby that he was loud in that sort, but Asta is just more of a like very loud person, which I see that a lot of people do not really like.
Yeah.
But he does he calms down a little bit
Okay.
throughout the series.
Got it. That's good to know. I'm gonna have to catch up. I'm pretty sure they said that the movie's gonna be on Netflix too, right? When it comes out.
Yeah.
So
that's
gonna be interesting.
I'm glad that Netflix has Netflix and anime, man. They kind of ruined Stone Ocean for me, not gonna lie. So I'm a little disappointed with them right now, but I don't think they could do anything to mess up the movie, so that's good.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
So going into the comments section here, Arcwinder, what are the first 3 letters in Midoriya's name? There you go. I'm kidding. I love Deku, but yeah. Gojo, supposedly Jujutsu Kaisen's mangaka and Gojo's Japanese voice actor, are not a fan of the character of Gojo. That's a weird fact, Isaac. Did you also know? I have another one for you. Did you also know that the creator of Spy Family doesn't like Anya?
Or the actual story of Spy Family.
Is that true?
Yeah, apparently.
The only reason why he's doing Spy Family is to get some other works off the ground. He doesn't even care for the story of Spy Family.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Speaking.
If that's his garbage, I want to know what he's working on.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's just garbage. It's that he doesn't really want to do it, but he still puts an effort into doing it. That's why the show and the series is still good. Yeah. He still puts in that effort.
Perfect segue. Spy Family officially gets a season 2, but more importantly, it gets a movie coming out next year.
Woo-hoo.
This is exciting. I don't know how I feel about this entirely. I'm going to toss it over to you, Jamie, in a second. But there's been so much filler in this season already. Do I really want a filler movie?
Oh, gosh.
What are your thoughts?
I was kind of flabbergasted when you sent me this news earlier today. I was like, wait, really? Because on the one hand, it's like, oh my gosh, like this episode or this week's episode, I'm like, yes, this is the Spy Family I've been missing. I love it. So to have the idea of like that kind of vibe and the story that they were trying to push in a movie, I'm like, that would be fantastic. But if it's just like some of the filler stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably still enjoy the movie, but I'll come out wishing that, they tried to do something a little bit differently. So right now, and it's tough because there's only one episode left in the season, I believe. Right now, it's going to be, I feel like a race to try and convince people that this movie is worth seeing, at least when it first comes out. I know, like, I'll go see it no matter what, but will I be a day one? That depends on what they're trying to do with this.
All right, just hear me out on this. Just hear me out. What I don't think this movie is a filler. What I think this is going to be mostly about Lloyd's past, which is still in the manga, and then they're going to just segue it into season 2. Since Lloyd's past in the manga is only like a couple of chapters, so for them to just make that straight into a movie, I will really love, and then that way they can keep that canon, and then you can just segue it into season 2, which has also been announced, which is really fun. So that's what I'm saying. They could do that, but personally, I would say I wouldn't mind a filler. I'm going to say I wouldn't mind a filler for this, especially since it works so well within this type of genre of anime.
Yeah,
and you can tell a lot with the art, like a lot of the cover art within the manga. You can go a lot of ways with filler. You can tell a lot of stories with them. which
Right.
is perfect. Especially with their chemistry, I really love it. So for me personally, I wouldn't mind the filler, but for everybody else, I can see them going into Lloyd's past a little bit. So that's something to think
Yeah, we actually did get a hint of Lloyd's past, his
about.
childhood, in this week's episode, I believe, or it could have been last week's.
Yeah,
One of the
yeah,
two.
this week's episode.
But yeah, so it would be interesting to see them kind of dive deeper into that because, like Jamie just said, we only have like one episode left. So the next time we actually really see them would be in that movie. Isaac in the comments here just said it's an original story, which
Okay.
I'm okay with. We just have to see how, like, I assume it being a theatrical release, it's going to get way more effort than maybe some of the fillery moments in the show.
Yeah,
I can
that
at least-
hopefully, hopefully, I would love to see like what AJ was saying, some of Lloyd's past, because even that was interesting in this week's episode. But also throw in yours past or like a assassin mission or something, please. We have not seen this lady kill since season, or I guess we're technically in season 1, since the
should say
first
we will.
core of season 1.
We will see that in season 2, or we might get it in the last episode. But we most definitely will see Yor in action, killing people. So
rest in peace, Fiona Frost. Clearing things up. Thank you, Arcwinder. He doesn't hate the characters. He is just indifferent, which I still don't understand how you can feel that way and make one of the best anime of the year. But you know, that's just how it works. And yeah, Isaac only cares about this movie for more Yor. We know.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
You're not mad at him.
He's a simple man, you know. He likes what he likes.
Very much so. Okay. We talked about Naruto Top 99, but we've got to hit this right quick. Sasuke is getting his own spinoff. It's based off of the current Sasuke manga that's in Weekly Shonen Jump. It was a light novel. How are we feeling about this? AJ, have you been reading the manga?
I have. I'm one chapter behind, but so far I'm really loving it. I know a lot of it's in the light manga, the light novel, which is totally fine with me. It's just another adaptation anyway, so that's cool with me. To be honest, anything is better than Boruto at this point. So getting this, it's not going to be that long of an anime anyway, because there's only 5 chapters out right now, and it's coming out next year.
It's coming out on January 7th or 8th. So happy birthday to me.
It's not going to be a long anime anyway. So just getting like a few episodes it works for me. It works for me.
Yeah, it's probably just going to be a small arc in the Boruto series, which I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with Boruto. I do think it's funny how all of the major moments are still coming from the original Naruto characters. So it'll be fascinating to see how they pivot from Sasuke's story back to Boruto's story. But I feel like most people are going to check out when Sasuke's thing is done anyway, so it won't really matter. Jamie, what are your thoughts on Sasuke getting this spin-off series?
Well, as someone who is not a watcher of Boruto, and like you just said, you know, a lot of the big moments have come from the original cast of Naruto. I don't think anybody's going to complain about this. And you know, as someone who loves the edge boy Sasuke himself, I think it's cool that, you know, we get to see a little bit more of him as an adult, doing his own thing. So yeah, no complaints.
Shout out to Sasuke fighting dinosaurs. That's all I gotta say. AJ, that arc is probably not going to happen until second half of season 2. Also, more Yor, the better. Isaac.
I mean, that's basically what I said. Yeah.
Essentially. Arc Winter's talking. Yeah, the Naruto cinematic universe. You know what? Yeah, why not?
I love that.
I could do it.
We've got Naruto. We've got Boruto. We're getting Sasuke. Kakashi had his own arc in Shippuden. Get Itachi a book. Get Jiraiya a book. Whatever. You know what? They could do Tales of the Hokage and just have an anthology.
I mean, that's basically what they're doing.
That's a good title right there.
Yeah. And yeah, somehow people still read Boruto. Weird, right? It's almost like the big three never went away. No, don't speak this into existence, Isaac. He says, I mean, aren't Lionsgate developing a live action Naruto movie? No.
Not at all.
Let's hide that away. Don't
Yep.
remind them that they announced that like 8
Nope.
years ago, because I think they forgot.
That never happened.
Nope, just like the Promised Neverland never got a season 2.
Promise what?
My heart literally stopped when reading that message. Yeah, yeah, Arcwinder, we all kind of skipped a beat there for a second.
I mean, you know, it's funny you guys are afraid to see these things come to light, because as a Dragon Ball Evolution survivor, I'm like, I think everybody has to witness their heroes fall. So
No, we do not, Jamie.
It's
Why
a
would you say
character
that?
builder. You will
No.
grow from the experience.
Hey,
Not.
I watched The Last Airbender. I paid my dues. Leave me alone. Like never again.
You're trying to kill us over here, Jamie. Come on now.
Listen, I'm not trying to kill you, but I'm also like, everybody's got to get something that makes them appreciate the anime a little more.
This is why I skip anime live action stuff.
I love how Jamie's entire philosophy is just the 6 paths of pain. You will know pain. To understand someone else's pain, you must experience your own pain.
Enlightenment comes at a cost.
Seriously. Arcwinder, we're trying to remain the positive vibes here. Don't remind us of this My Hero movie that got announced. We don't want that either, especially from Netflix. Let's not.
The pictures that they have of like the One Piece set, I'm like, that actually looks pretty good. So I'm kind of open to it more than Death Note. Death Note looks super cheesy, but the One Piece, I'm like, I might try it.
Nope. Getting that a skip too.
One Piece, fun fact, is being produced by the same folks who brought you the live action Cowboy Bebop. Do with that information what you will.
I mean, if they're not writing it, that's cool. And they're not in the writer's room, that's fine.
Love your optimism. Isaac says Avi Arad is supposedly going to be a producer for that movie when they announced it. You know what? I feel like he was coming off of Amazing Spider-Man 2, and they said, no, stop. You can't do this anymore. I trust the director for MHA. His Bleach movies are solid. I haven't seen the Bleach movies. AJ, have you seen the live-action Bleach at all? Or are you avoiding those two?
No, I've seen one of them. Yeah, I've seen one of them. It was all right. I would say that. It was all right. It's more of like a play more than anything. But at the same time, it isn't a play. It has a production of a play.
Gotcha.
But you might like it, Mike. I'll say that you might like it. Some of the action is pretty good. I'll say that some of the action is pretty good.
I might check it out just to give me some peace of mind for this My Hero Academia movie. I just hope if they're gonna do anything, just get John Cena to be All Might, and we're good. It'll be so dumb.
Oh my god,
it'll be dumb in a fun way.
Really?
Oh yeah, really.
Okay, yes, good. I would say that.
Yeah, those movies are good.
It's really good. The trilogy is really good.
We had a trailer for the anime too this week, didn't we? Did anyone see that?
We did.
I did not. That's cool.
Okay, that's because Oda stepped in. He ain't gonna let Netflix mess with his child.
Hey, good on him. Good on him.
My issue is that the live action isn't going to be long enough, and the powers for One Piece, it just seems a little weird for live action. It might work, but at the same time, I can't see it happening. My mind, I just can't see it working out at all.
I wonder if they're gonna give Luffy that Kamala Khan special where he gets Green Lantern powers instead.
God, no. If they do that, I'm not watching. If they do that, I refuse.
Stop giving them ideas.
Yeah, my bad. We're gonna move on and let the live action sadness go. AJ, can you talk to us about Hell's Paradise? Because I have no idea what this is, but this first still looks pretty dope.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack on this one.
We got nowhere to be.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Hell's Paradise is basically a bunch of criminals that are sent to death row, but they are given a chance, and the one thing they need to do is go on this island, which is basically hell. If you step in it, if you step on it, if you're in that island, you're basically dead anyway. But they have to find, what is it called? It's like a immortality. What, the fountain of youth basically is what they have to find within this island. But this island is basically filled with monsters, and they have to survive that. At the same time, they have to survive each other because they're a bunch of criminals, and they start killing each other off. So that's one thing. And that's basically just the first volume. There's like 17 volumes of this.
That is intense. Oh my god.
Damn. And I've only read the first 2 volumes of it. So I'm not even all the way caught up. So I think this anime is just focusing on the first volume, most likely. Maybe the first 2. I'm not entirely sure, but that's the gist of it. And that's just the first volume of it. So
Darkwinder says, sounds like the Suicide Squad, but somehow more brutal and hopeless.
Yes, they don't help each other at all. There's like a certain amount of characters that help each other, but basically they try to kill each other off so they can get the credit for bringing in the Fountain of Youth so they can survive and not go back to prison or be sent back to death row.
This sounds like a wild ride, and it sounds like something I feel like is going to be right up Brandon's alley. Isaac, I know you're in the comments. If you're still there, have you seen anything or read anything? Oh, speaking of the devil. Isaac or Brandon? I don't know who's here because that's Brandon's picture and Isaac's name. But thanks for stopping by. Isaac just dropped a link here in the chat. Let me see what it. Yeah, so he linked the Rurouni Kenshin trailer in the chat for us. I'm not gonna pull that up because they are going to take us out on
Snipers.
YouTube.
Yep.
But
let's see.
Who's there? Hello. Isaac, Brandon, hello.
Anybody.
He's like, I will join, but I will not talk.
Apparently. Jamie, what are your thoughts on Hell's Paradise? Like this first still and everything we heard from what AJ described.
Honestly, I think the art for it looks really good, and it's kind of making me think of webtoons in a way. I don't know why. It's just like that style. It kind of made me think of a webtoon, and maybe I've just been absorbing a lot of webtoon content lately. But I'm definitely gonna be checking it out, especially if it's on Netflix. As much as I hate what they did with Stone Ocean, I do think that the distribution wise, like they're doing all right.
It's gonna be on Netflix and Crunchyroll.
We don't got Crunchyroll, so I'm going. But at least not at the moment. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a try. And this is definitely not something that I'm familiar with or that I've heard of or murmurs of. So I'm curious to learn more.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm excited to see more from this. I want to know your guys' thoughts right quick. Isaac, if you're there, hi, welcome.
I'm gonna join in, but I just felt fuck it. Let's join because I can't sleep anyway. So.
Hey, what are your thoughts on Hell's Paradise?
Sounds fascinating.
Wait, is this a manga you haven't read?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. We stumped the Mad Duck. I want your guys' thoughts right quick on it going to Netflix.
Hey, even I have my limits.
I didn't know that. I'm just stunned, you know? That's all. But I want your thoughts on this going to Netflix because we've had Bleach go to Disney Plus and Hulu. We have Black Clover's movie going to Netflix. We're starting to see some more players enter the realm of anime outside of just Crunchyroll, which took over Funimation too.
Yep.
Are you guys glad that it's kind of being spread around a little bit, or are you like, yeah, I kind of liked it when everything was all in one place?
I guess I'll go first. I personally, I don't really like the changes that have happened since Crunchyroll's merger slash takeover with Funimation. I think in some ways it's made it harder to consume anime, especially since I used VRV, which you wouldn't be able to watch like the newest episode of an anime that came out, but like after a week or two, like you would be able to watch it. Which I'm like, I think that seems um I don't know how like cost efficient that is per se, but I was okay with that model, and I would wait like week to week, like, oh, you know, new episode of My Hero came out, I'll catch it next week. And so to have to, you know, catch My Hero, Spy Family, Chainsaw Man on Hulu, and then go over to Netflix to catch like Hell's Paradise or like the Black Clover movie, and like it's very much like an internet, like people are lazy kind of thing, like having to switch apps. Oh my god. But it's, I don't know, just making it harder for people to enjoy like anime and like, you know, the shows that they want to watch. I don't think is ever a good thing. And hopefully in the future, like Crunchyroll can work something out to where they can have it on their platform and on another platform. But yeah, right now it's a bit more challenging to watch things that I would like. I still haven't even watched freaking the soccer anime that people have been talking about, just because
Blue
of
Lock.
Blue Lock, just because of the way Crunchyroll has been trying to distribute things on VRV. So
It's called football, not soccer.
Isaac, we're American. It's called soccer here. Just get over it, bro. If the UK can call cookies biscuits, we can call football soccer. It's okay.
Ooh, I've never heard it like that, but now I agree. I'm calling it soccer.
So Artwinder says even the wisest men don't know everything. Yeah, that's true. You know, it's just a shock. It's like when you find out your parents can't solve a math problem. You're like, what?
I'm like, oh my god.
AJ, what are your thoughts on the distribution between Hulu, Netflix, and Crunchy?
Should be fair. I don't really mind it because Apple TV, you can have all of those services in one place.
Yeah.
So I'm completely fine with it. That's all.
That's fair. You know, Isaac, I know your thoughts on the rising monopoly of Crunchyroll. But before I toss it over to you, I'm just going to address Artwinder's comment here. The more challengers that are in the ring, the better. Forces everyone to trip one up, to try and one up each other and increase their business quality. Yeah.
Which, yeah, this is true, but I mean, I guess that's more so happening now. But before, Crunchyroll was like literally the only, like the biggest distributor of anime. So now I think the things are being diversified, but I don't know if I necessarily like how things are being diversified.
That's fair. Totally fair. Mr. Wolf, lay it on me.
Well, Nathan said pretty much what I was gonna say anyway, so.
Fair enough. Guys, was there anything else from Jump Festa 2023 that you want to talk about before we call this a segment and move on to MHA?
Undead Unluck.
I was just gonna say Undead Unluck. Come on.
You started off then, Isaac. You started off.
Well, how should I describe it without saying sort of like Chainsaw Man meets Deadpool on crack kind of steal? Because it's sort of like there is a girl that is, she gives people unluck if they ever touch her. The more they touch her, the more unluck they get. And one day when she decides to end it all, she meets someone that can't die, hence the name Undead. And he wants to keep her around because he thinks he finally found his solution to die. And then they are going all around the world to, well, solve the problem of her unluck and him being unable to die, basically. And this is made by the same studio that made Soul Eater Fire Force, I believe.
Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. I'm immediately hyped.
Well, it's the same people that worked on it. It's not, yeah.
Sounds like a dope.
I mean, I'm interested.
Yeah, the premise sounds interesting.
It's kind of insane. I forgot to mention the Deadpool and Chainsaw Man having a love child on crack when you asked me on the group chat, but yeah, it's Undead Unluck in a nutshell.
AJ, you have anything to add to that description?
No, I think that's a perfect description. Yeah.
Okay, Deadpool and Chainsaw Man on crack. You know what? I'm sold. I'm sold. Guys, was there anything else you wanted to hit before we wrap up this segment of the show?
I did want to ask real quick, was there any kind of release window speculated for Undead Unlock? Or is that just like this is a future project we're going to work on?
Next year. That's about it as of now.
Okay.
2020. I mean, that's fine because next year is in 2 weeks. So
True.
All right. Awesome. Well, guys, this was a blast talking upcoming anime. I think it's a perfect way to have one of our final shows of the year. And all of this stuff is coming out in 2023, right? For the most part. So it's a good look to the future. We're going to stick around and talk My Hero Academia. AJ, I know you got to go, but thanks for joining us, man. It's been a blast.
Thank you.
Where can people find you, man?
On Twitter, as always, at AJ_GeeksVibes. That's mostly where I'm at all the time, basically 24/7. So if you want to talk, I'm there.
As always, keep watching anime. Happy holidays. Take care.
Happy holidays.
Head up.